All right, we're live.
Hey everyone, guess what time it is?
We're headed out to the concert.
And we want you to pick out our dances and playlists for the car ride.
So what do you think? Let us know down in the comments and we'll stream it while we drive. Woo!
Wow, did you see that? I wonder, what do you consider lethal? For most, it's the dangers they see around them or the experiences they've had. Ninjas? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I see drugs, texting, and alcohol appearing a lot, which are definitely serious issues. But what's most lethal to people our age is something we've all seen. Reckless and distracted driving. We've all seen someone sending a text, taking a picture, skipping a song, eating, or having an intense conversation with friends, all while believing that they can still focus on the road. These actions seem innocent, but when they're done while driving, they can be deadly. Over the next few minutes, I'll show you lives that have been shattered by reckless and distracted driving, along with some simple steps that we can take to avoid from becoming a tragic statistic.
According to the report from the Erie County Sheriff's Office, 19-year-old Zachary Brandt said he was changing the song on his phone about 15 seconds before the crash. When he looked up, he realized he was in the other lane. He tried swerving left, but couldn't avoid the crash.
Gwinnett police tells me Emmanuel Esfahani was racing that pickup truck filled with the teens. He's charged with racing, reckless driving, and multiple counts of vehicular homicide.
15-year-old Xavier Gray, 14-year-old Tydravius Dozier, and 16-year-old Zentavian Brown, all killed in a crash off of Georgia Highway 114 early Sunday morning when the car they were in lost control, went airborne, and hit an embankment.
Dorm mates and sorority sisters Asha Weir, Neve Rolston, Peyton Stewart, and Deslyn Williams were attending a party Tuesday night along PCH when a driver lost control, slamming into several parked cars and the girls standing nearby. They all died on the roadway.
A student athlete was tragically killed while riding his scooter to a football team meeting. Now, a candlelight vigil is being held right now at 10th and Reed, about 2 blocks from campus. That is the site where 18-year-old freshman running back Camden McWright lost his life just before dawn.
18-year-old now faces charges for killing 2 people walking in Fairfax County. Police say 18-year-old Usman Shadid was speeding, hit another car, which then hit the girls.
When you drive, when you get behind the wheel, you're not only putting yourself at risk, but other people on the road and pedestrians as well.
I know these stories are hard to accept. In fact, 75% of fatal teen crashes are caused by reckless and distracted driving. And 50% of teens who died last year would still be alive if they had only chosen to wear their seatbelt. And half were passengers, not even the driver. The good news is, reckless and distracted driving is 100% preventable. So, what exactly is reckless and distracted driving? Distracted driving is anytime you take your eyes off the road, your hands off the wheel, your ears are not alert, or when your mind is not focused on driving for any reason. And reckless driving is speeding, or driving in a way that endangers your life or the lives of others. So, what do you consider reckless and distracted driving? Exactly! It's not just texting, it's anything that takes your focus off driving. And the consequences can be devastating. One poor decision can change lives forever, and unfortunately it happens every day.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear love. Happy birthday to you.
So Alana was just an amazing free spirit, very happy, bubbly personality, inclusive of everybody.
Alana was very outgoing. She was always could make new friends anywhere she went.
She wanted to go,
and occasionally in between take naps.
Alana was my best friend. I feel like the word best friend doesn't really even cover it though, because we did everything together.
She would just talk constantly. There was no silence in our house, in our life.
She was very passionate about her family. Alana was the biggest daddy's girl I've ever met. Her father spoiled her rotten.
Alana was a very safe driver. She made sure that both of us, or whoever was in the car, always had their seatbelt on.
She was a good driver. She was a good driver.
And Alana was supposed to go to work that day, and typical teenager, oh, I don't want to go to work, it's weekend, she wanted to go out with her friends, or I was like, nope, you have a responsibility, you have to go to your job.
And I remember shouting through the sunroof, like, love you, just because I was leaving for the weekend. And she was like, love you back. And I'm so glad that I did, because I had no idea that that was going to be the last thing that I got to say to her.
And she left, and that was the last time I got to hear her voice.
When we pulled up to the intersection, there was a loud collision with absolutely zero braking, no warning. And I will tell you, it sounded like an explosion. I hate reliving that day.
There are 2 left-hand turning lanes, and there's also a lane that goes straight. So 3 people got a green light to go at the same time. Alana was the first one to proceed.
But her being a very young driver, stepped on the gas immediately when her light changed to green.
The other ones paused for a moment, or it may have been them.
When I ran up to the motor vehicle to see Alana, she was seatbelted in the car. Immediately started CPR. I will tell you, the hardest thing about CPR is that, especially in Alana's situation, is when you've done your best, but your best wasn't good enough.
And then the police officer picked up the phone and told me what had happened. So I was the first to be notified of the crash and her death.
Called my husband, and I just started screaming, she's dead.
What I believe caused the crash that day was the man speeding, and I do believe he was distracted, through a red light, and caused and hit Alana.
The man that hit my daughter was 51 years old when he hit her. He had 7.2 seconds to stop. He never hit his brakes.
I think I was just in disbelief. Like, there's no way that that could have happened. You hear about stories like that, but you never think that it's going to be you. You never think that it's going to be your friend or somebody that you love.
It completely destroyed me. I didn't return to my home for 5 months because her bedroom was beside mine, and just walking down the hallway was too much. Then I finally came back home, and I just closed her door. It took me 2 years before I went into her room. Because I just couldn't bear seeing her stuff and not seeing her there with it. And I remember being a few months later, I laughed. And the second I laughed, I felt guilty. Because how dare I laugh when I lost one of the most precious things in my life?
I almost feel a little bit of guilt anytime something good happens and she's not here, because I think to myself, well, why am I here and she's not?
I never imagined Alana not being in my life. And when she was taken from me, the world, it felt like it had just stopped and I was stuck in place.
It's impacted a lot. holiday celebrations aren't the same anymore. Birthdays aren't the same. Family vacations aren't the same anymore. It's hard to watch my parents struggle every day. It's not just a day here and there. It's every day.
I've been diagnosed with PTSD. I haven't worked a steady full-time job in 2 years.
A moment of distraction took my daughter's life. It took my happiness.
Alana passed away 2 weeks before her senior prom, 5 weeks before her graduation, and 7 weeks before her 18th birthday.
We had prom coming up. I remember she had just gotten her prom dress in the mail. In graduation, obviously she had gotten her cap and gown. And then just the next day, you never would have thought that she wouldn't be here.
They called her name at graduations. They had her cap and gown on her seat with a rose.
Yeah, I have so many TikToks. We made so many TikToks together.
Alana's death was 100% preventable.
I think that whatever you're in a hurry to get to or whatever you think can't wait, it can. That there's so much more to life than what you think is important in that moment.
Shared roadway responsibility is a really big deal. Anyone can be a victim. We all need to play our part when we're behind the wheel to prevent these things from happening.
I think that the man who hit Alana, like if he was going slower, he would have had more time to think, oh, maybe I should stop. I'm not going to make it. Alana could have waited. She could have stopped and not gone so quick when the light had turned green.
Just because you have the green light doesn't mean it's safe to go through.
The message I have for parents for teens that are about to start driving is provide them with as much experience as you can while you're in the vehicle with them. Not only when they're driving, but when you're driving, because they will replicate what you do as a driver.
I'm sharing the worst thing that's ever happened to me because I don't want it to happen to anyone else. I don't want anyone else to feel what I feel. Since Alana's crash, my driving has changed. Like my phone, I keep my phone in my passenger seat now, and I don't blare my music all the way up because I know I need to hear things around me. I would say to use your voice and to speak up if you see something wrong. And if you are uncomfortable, to speak up, no matter if it's your friends, your family, anyone.
It put into a perspective for me that a lot of distracted driving can kill.
She loved just walking around and exploring everything in Harper's Ferry. So we continue that tradition to this day of making sure to go down there on her birthday.
It's good that we still get together with the family and friends, but it's still not a happy day. It's a sad day. Everything that she is stopped the moment that she died. All of her memories stop right there. She will always be a 17-year-old girl to us, and that's all we got to see.
She's so beautiful. She is beautiful.
Happy birthday to you.
It's hard not being able to say amen.
Yeah.
As hard as this is to see, it's important to know that together we have the power to change the statistics. We learned a lot today. Now, let's see if our friends have as well.
Man, I never thought how simple decisions can be so lethal. I just thought we were having a good time.
Just last week, my little brother almost got hit in the crosswalk by someone not paying attention. It was really scary.
I think it's time we all rethink our drive.
So, how do we make our ride both safe and fun? What do you think? Comment below. Set your phone to do not disturb.
Passengers can be an extra set of eyes and ears.
Put the distractions away.
Make sure everyone is wearing seatbelts.
Stop reaching for stuff.
Passengers, don't be a distraction.
Keep music to a reasonable level.
Drive at a safe speed.
Be aware of pedestrians, bicyclists, and scooter riders.
Set up your playlist before you leave.
Share the road safely.
Be kind.
Drivers and passengers need to pay attention and stay focused. It takes all of us, whether we are pedestrians, bicyclists, or scooter riders. And really, everyone has a role to play in making sure all of us get home safely.
I'm glad to see our friends are making positive choices and are speaking up for safety. We have the power to stop one of the most lethal killers of young people, car crashes. Together, we can make our roadways safe for everyone.